Okay, I think I'm live. Okay, just a little bit more adjustments here and there. There's so many things like in front of me. I don't think my computer is like detecting any like head movement or anything. Let me see if I could just put this. There's a little bit of movement. Maybe if I just hi there, Hark Fiend, how are you? Sorry, I'm just doing some adjustments because I realize I'm not getting any head movement here. Yeah, maybe I have to move. Hello? Yeah, that's some better movement. Hand reveal stream, yeah. So I guess I'll talk about that. But we are here. We're gonna build more Gundams. Alright, got home from work. Oh, perfect. Probably just ready to just relax and like do some drawing probably. That's what I'm probably guessing. But yeah, just checking some mic levels. I just noticed it was a little bit more quieter than usual. I didn't adjust the gain, so hopefully it's loud enough. Maybe I'll just put it a little higher. Wait, I think this is quieter. Oh, this is higher. This is higher. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's good. Music looks good. Yeah, so we're gonna go back into doing the Gundam because even though it was a huge struggle, like the first stream, I did some like stuff kind of like offline to see if I could like fix anything, and it did work out. So the reason why I have my actual hands is I just realized with the gloves when I'm doing the Gundam stuff that I think that part was like it was a struggle a bit. It was kind of like slipping. And like the gloves weren't the proper size, so like it was slipping because there was a lot of like glove room. So the gloves were like kind of shifting around. And like nothing hurts to just have my actual hands. I just like I like pick on them a lot, and like certain areas they get like really red and like yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's like maybe it helps with like just the anonymous part of the Michael VTuber thing, I guess, but surprise, I'm Indian, like I've mentioned 5 billion times on this platform. But no, that is not a Doraemon. I think I mentioned it in the first stream. This is a little monkey jar. I got this at the dollar store once. I just found it there and I picked it up, and I kind of used like, oh yes, the monkey, yes. You know, he doesn't have a name. I think I'll name him... No idea what to name him. I'm trying to think of a nice, like, really cute name. No idea. But he's just like my little Winston, like in Overwatch. You know what? I'm not an Overwatch player, so like, I don't know. But Winston is, yeah, Winston's cute. Sometimes I like it when like people name their pets and stuff like these old people names, you know? I think I was mentioning to my sister once. It was like, I love it when dogs are named like Maggie. Like if they're a girl, because when it's Maggie when they're a baby, it's like, oh, they're named Maggie, so cute. And then when they're old, it's like, oh, his name's Maggie, of course, she's a little old little girl. People name him Maggie. This is Maggie. She's a lady. She's androgynous, you know, wearing blue. She's got a little... Her name is Maggie. With my little Gundam jar, yeah. So, I have on the side. What you can also see is there's a little more like cute like ambient lighting as well. The actual light that I had, even though he's a gorilla, Winston is a cool character. Yeah, I was into Overwatch like when it was coming out, but not really into it very much, so that's why I kind of hesitated. But we got Maggie. This is Maggie. Maggie. But yeah, we don't have the ambient lighting because the actual like light that I had in the corner of the screen was I hung it up because that's where it's supposed to be. It's on the wall. And so I just did some regular usual lighting. I guess this can help like visualize what it looks like, so I'm just gonna do like a little zoom in. You can see like the blue here, like reds in here, green eyes, yellows. I just love the clear look of these Gundams. I think it's just so cool looking. And there's also... Hi there, Toasty Pineapples. How you doing? Welcome to this Gunpla building session. How is it for you? Is it late night just like us? Deathscythe, hell yeah. This is just a high grade little baby guy, so it's all good. You should if you go on my YouTube and you see the VOD of me doing this, doing the first part of this, because I started building this on the stream. It's on my YouTube. Oh, a disaster. I don't know, nothing was working out. But I was just gonna mention, nope, in school and interview exam. Just finished it. Oh, so you're just in school watching streams? Oh, thank you for coming by then, spending some time over here. But yeah, I just had such a big issue with like pressing in this front plate here and it just wouldn't go in. And so like an hour before the stream, I was trying to adjust it. I'm like, is there a way I could fix this? And I just literally pressed down on this area and it just clicked. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was stressing out that last stream about this. But your lesson sucks. Oh yeah, man. I'm not in school anymore, but I feel you. I feel you. Wasn't really a school person. So I hope everything is okay. I hope you're like chill now, calm, nerves are done. It's over. I love Gundams. Yeah, I love it too. I mean, we were just kind of talking about it. I'm not really the show watcher, so I'd love to start. But I'm just mostly like a Gunpla like builder. So. And I've only done high grades, so that's kind of where my expertise is, technically. I just don't have any room for, like, bigger grades. But Deathscythe honestly is my favorite. I love the look of Deathscythe, because I kind of grew up, like, watching Soul Eater and stuff, and, like, the scythe weapon is, like, my favorite weapon. I was building my Helios Gundam last night, and I gutted my finger, like, 3 times. Oh my goodness! Man, yeah, that's the thing, too. When I was like trying to start the stream, I was like, should I like paint my nails to be like, oh, like it's a little hand cam? But I realized if I'm gonna be building this, it's gonna like my hands are gonna get dry. Something's gonna chip somewhere. So it was pretty good call. Davis Unicorn Gundam. Oh man, Unicorn Gundam. Yeah, he's cool. I would love to afford like the massive Unicorn Gundam, but I am still kind of terrible at doing Gundam, so until I'm confident in my abilities, I will definitely love that. I saw that in real life. I saw the box in real life at the anime convention I went to a couple days ago. Massive box. Huge box. Damn, pink fingernails. Yeah, these are my real nails. There's a lot of blood rushing. I was gonna paint them like light blue because I usually like light blue. But also, there's this like, slight customization I did while I was off camera. I don't know if you can see it. This panel lining right here. I used like a silvery mirror-like panel lining. I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on. I got the pen right here. So I use this to do some panel lining right here. I'm scared. I'm buying a maid outfit for the boys. Don't be scared. Embrace it. Like if you're be confident. Just work it. Look good. Who cares? That's the greatest part of what is it? Forgot what it's called. Toasty Pineapples, thank you for following. Thank you so much for following. My stream schedule is usually I try to stream like every other day, so if that's what you're into. I also definitely check out my YouTube to see the VODs because I don't have Nitro, so I'm an introvert. It's okay, we're all introverts. Every single one. Every person here is an introvert. But like, hey, the best quality in a guy, if they can wear a maid outfit and not give a shit, best. The best. That means they're secure. They're secure in themselves. But yeah, I love this pen because I don't know if you can see by my aesthetic, but I loved chromey mirror designs. So might be using this. I just pretty much put it in and I just use my finger to wipe it off. I'm just kind of starting to learn how to panel line. But yeah. Let's just get started then. Let's pull out the runners. Let's get the pliers out. I'm going to take the pliers out. So I don't have like expensive god hand pliers. I just have these basic pliers. I think these are like, what, $13 or something like that. So we're going to get the instructions out. So we're pretty much done the torso. We're done the head. We're going to move on to what it wants is the shoulder panels. So And did I bring in enough water? No, I did not. I'll try to save up this water. But are you like in high school, or are you just like starting college, university? What's going on with you, dog? Because I haven't been in school for a while, so not really sure. College? Oh man. Yeah, I was in university for a while, and then I was just like wasn't really into it. You know what? Let's actually start paneling this back here. That's got a lot of lines in there. I can panel line in the back there. Mechanical engineering technology course. Yeah, I need to enroll already. Yeah, you know, when it comes to like college and stuff, like just take your time. Here's some Mark Gray ASMR. You just take your time. Oh yeah, good luck. Yeah, I know. Every time I see someone who's like engineering, it's like that's like they're in there forever. 9 years. Take like 10 courses each semester. It's kind of crazy. But honestly, good luck, man. Just keep, you know, focus. It's gonna be worth it, you know. Just I don't know what to say, because I mean, this is coming from someone who doesn't have any sort of post-secondary degree, just high school. So I don't know if my opinion matters, but yeah. I think I'm the worst person to ask for like school advice, but I'm not focusing right now. I'm watching your screen. Oh my goodness, no. I mean, you're kind of done like your exams, right? Like your yeah, your test or whatever. Right? It's exam, right? Hold on. Interview exam. Okay, yeah. Just chill. I just when you start, just like yeah, when you start doing the work. I mean, like please, like education is more important than my stream, so like don't leave. Like no, leave if you need to. Just yeah, whatever. I don't understand anything right now. I have no clue what's going on with life. What's going on with life? Are you talking about my dumbass stream? Is that what you're talking about? I have a horrible stream. Honestly, that's true. Whatever my teacher speaks sounds alien to me. Oh my goodness. You know, a good advice I've heard from people who go to school is just to like try to make like semester friends. Like no, your stream is epic. Okay, thank you very much. But right now I'm gonna start some panel lining. So I'm not a panel liner, so I'm just gonna show you how I do it. I would take whatever written info you have and try to interpret it your way. Okay, yeah, that's true. I also heard from some people that like the best way that they've kind of went through school is like just try to make semester friends. Like sometimes you just start by asking like, hey, can I borrow a pen? Kind of thing. And then from there they can help you out with stuff, and maybe you'll have like a forever friend. But yeah, when you're an introvert, it's really hard to try to friends and stuff. Let me just start wiping this. So I just like messily did all this. I'm just gonna with the and there you go. You got some like silvery panel lining. It's not the best looking thing. I mean, it's just a high grade. I don't really care, but it kind of looks weathered and stuff. I don't know if you not getting harassed by my friends. I get bullied by girls in my club. Life's good. Oh man, no, that's not good. Do you talk to anybody about it? Do you have like counseling in your schools? You should probably take advantage of that. Yeah, what club are you in? I'm pretty curious about that. No, I trust no one. Oh, don't say that. Yeah, I know, like in the miniature hobby club. Oh yeah, so just kind of like something that kind of helps with your Gundam hobby as well. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's like I understand the beginning when you're starting schools and stuff. It can be very hard. Hold on, let me just check my instructions. E1. Oh, Jellyfish, thank you so much for following. I don't know if you're like in the chat or anything. Oh no, you haven't spoken in the chat, but thank you so much for hi there, how's it going? Is that late? Just like what's over here? It's like 10 p.m. right now. You build Gundams and stuff? What's going on? Sorry, we're just talking about like school and stuff. Just like talking in chat about kind of life and how it's kind of like hard and stuff. Also because I do not have written rules, like I'm not trying to put you down anyway, toasty pineapples, but understand too that there are some boundaries as well. So if you feel like you're yeah, this is not also like I want to help you, I want to make you feel comfortable, but also just like this is also not like therapy sessions for you as well, or like you know what I mean, right? So I hope everything is good for you. But you know, I just hope like, you know, things will be better. You know, just kind of stay, for me I think it's just like kind of stay in your lane. If you're not really doing anything and people are being mad, no, because like it's just from experience, right? There are like, you know, boundaries, especially with like streams and stuff where, you know, I'm not, you know, opposed to you know, talking about someone's like struggles in life right now. I'm just gonna let you know, just like please don't go too far with it. I understand I don't have any rules set up on my stream right now, but I hope you understand that you are not going too far. I'm just saying, like, I hope you understand that, right? I'm just saying, you know, I hope everything is okay. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm kind of running a blank. I get what you mean because I mode several streams and they mostly keep personal issues out of chat. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I just like, you know, I am concerned for you. I am concerned. So like, you know, just keep your head up. I know it's really easy to like say that, but you know, as long as you're not like actually like just kind of, you know, just kind of focus on your own stuff, right? If people are being mean, that's probably because they're just insecure and they're just like taking it out on you. So I'm supposed to be building a Gundam right now. But you know, I'm really thankful that you came to my stream. And I hope like everything turns okay for you in school. Yeah. But sorry, I'm not really good like talking about these things, to be honest. But I truly do want to help. I'm actually here for Gundams, yeah. Yeah, so I just hope everything is okay for you, man. You know, college is really tough. It can really put you in like a bad mood and stuff, and just take it from someone who's like been there, done that. You know, we're all kind of introverts. I totally get it. And I want to help out as much as I can because I also like, you know, I was just talking about how what number was it? Okay. I was just talking about how I went to some volunteering work stuff, and like for an introvert that's kind of like, I mean, that's just hell, right? But you know, I put myself in these situations and I try to learn, and I love talking to other introverts on how they can, you know, also be like that and like be around people and like learn how to handle emotions and stuff. And yeah, I hope you don't think I'm being too mean about it or anything. So I'm very grateful that you came to stream. I just hope everything is okay for you, and there is someone actually here like thinking about hoping that like things are good for you, and I hope school is great for you. I hope you have a fun time. For me, what I wish I did when I was like in high school at least was just try to, you know, join clubs, and you're like way ahead of me on that. So yeah. I'm just looking for the joint now. I'm looking for the but I'm curious, for Jellyfish, do you have like a favorite Gundam that you like? Because we're doing a Deathscythe, and this is actually like my favorite Gundam, because I like scythes, so I'm kind of curious. PC3? Yes. What other Gundams did you build? Mostly, actually, let me bring it out for you. Mostly just high grades because I don't have room for any other Gundams. But I think I have a Freedom Gundam. Actually 2, I think. Let me just bring them out for you. Did I recently get into Gundams? I think I've been in it for probably at most a year. The thing is that Gundams are not that accessible to me, so I just get what I can and I try to, yeah. I do like I like to watch a lot of Gundam videos and stuff. I like watching people build. Dang, yeah. So this is another clear Gundam. I really like the clear versions of the Gundams. I think it looks like a Game Boy, so it kind of also adds more detail to the Gundam. These I can only get when I'm going to the anime convention that's local to me. And if you go to the Playmod vendor, this is what they have here. Dang, clear Gundams are a pain in the ass. Yeah, but I did them, you know. Oh, this guy just fell out. I'll fix him. Yeah, this shield is heavy, so it just fell apart. Oh my goodness, I gotta fix that. But yeah, this is also another one. It just fell apart. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this shield is heavy. I don't even know if I want to have the shield on here anyway, because it is a hassle when I am like putting it on my bookshelf. What's that? I forgot which one this was. I could probably pull out the box if you want me to. I have it in my closet, but I'm gonna have to like climb and get it, but I am not sure which one this really forgot. The one you're holding. Yeah, exactly. Not sure which one this one is. I'm gonna have to pull the box out for you. I don't like I just kind of got into it like a year ago, so I don't really memorize any of the names. Never seen it before. Yeah, but and I think this is the Freedom Gundam here. I pretty much try to put all the weapons on him. This is the Freedom Gundam. I'm gonna have to fix this guy, yeah. I think the weight of this shield was too much. But he's cool. A lot of detail to him. Or they. I think they're theys. Oh, that's Victory too. This one? That's Victory Gundam 2. Is it this one you're talking about? The one that's broken? No, this is... Okay. Yeah, maybe this is the Freedom Gundam. I'm not sure. I just kind of go off vibes, you know? No, the other one. Okay, yeah. Let me see if the box is, like, close enough that I can read it. And I can give you a name. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, yeah, so the broken one is Extreme Gundam. This is Extreme Gundam. And you're right what the other one. This is the Victory 2. Victory 2. Okay, we should start building. Every time, like ever since I started these Gundam streams, it's like I feel like I'd never ever build. Especially last stream since I came back from volunteer work, so... Did I cut out this piece? No, I did not. It was asking for... One... Yeah, okay. Oh, I've only seen the Red Extreme Gundams, the one from P Bandai. Okay. Yeah, I gotta put myself. I gotta like research on my Gundam stuff. I know what you're talking about, but that sounds cool. You're more knowledgeable than me. But yeah, I like watching people build. My favorite video, like honestly, obvious, is like the Adam Savage one, where he built like the perfect grade Gundam like right away on scratch, perfectly, because he's just like an engineer like that, so he just knew how to do it right away. But I love that video, and like just seeing him geek out over like engineering stuff, like robotics, those are like really cool. Drop this. Sorry, I had to move my camera. I dropped it in between there. Mine is Mecha Gokaisu. Let me just see what that looks like. Actually, my computer in front of me, I could just like guys. Mecha. This. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Okay. Oh, okay. He's a builder. Yeah. I guess my personal favorite would just be, I mean, my favorite is kind of basic. He barely uploads, but Potan creates. I like his building like videos. I don't know why. Sorry, if you don't know, like I have a thing in my brain where I have kind of like a speech impediment, so if I'm like blanking out and I'm not speaking right, just that's the reason why. Oh, he does the ASMR snapping thing? Yeah. Yeah, he does. But I would love to like have like a big Gundam one day. Yeah, camera. Okay, everything's not everyone's it's not. It's fine. Everyone is not perfect there. Yeah, see, I even struggled to read. I had a reading stream actually once. I decided to like read a book on stream. And I was talking to Arkfiend about it, and he was, after that stream. Ooh. He crashed. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm running on Wi-Fi, so it'll crash occasionally. I wish I could build that with you. Yeah. I mean... Ooh. Are you talking about this one, or just like a giant Gundam or something like that? It is hard. These tiny pieces with my massive hand. So hard to put in. There we go. There we go. That's what you want me to do, right? I'm asking the... There, it's all snug. My chat here is not responding. Okay. Yeah, my chat's not responding right now, so I'm just gonna keep building and pretend that like there's no one here, and speak like when there's no one on stream. So I need a. Oh wow, wait. Well, these instructions. Hold on. I need. I should probably be building the. Should probably build the C first before I move on to the... Okay. Sure. Yeah, so I'm kind of working on my chat right now. Let me see if I can do this actually. Does this work? Well, it seems like my stream is still going, so I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, my like other side is not working. I think my Wi-Fi is kind of messing up. We go back here. No. Okay. I'll just keep going. It seems my OBS is fine. I think I have to do the C. I think C1 is. Yeah, I think I can see your chat in like my OBS. It's just my preview here is not loading. I think my Wi-Fi on my other side is messed up. But it's not crashing over here, so my OBS. I think I can see the chat on the OBS as well, but it's very tiny, so thank you for anyone who's sticking around. I hope everything is okay. Yeah, this is C. No, this is C. Okay. One, I should give the C2 out as well. Oops. I'm a grown woman. How dare I say that? I'm a mentor, I'm a teacher. Okay, C1, C2. I'm an inspiration to the kids. Okay, stop talking. Also, you can like guess my age. You can guess my age as if I say that. Yeah, also because of just how like my brain thinks, I have to always be careful what I'm. Looks fine, thankfully. Okay, thanks, Archfiend. I can read the chat kind of. Cause D's nuts is an old ass joke. That's why. Dude, like, do people like TikTok people say D's nuts, or is it just blind kids that say it? That's how old I am. I'm just trying to make sure I'm. Not asking me to cut assumption. I'll just cut the gates. If you're curious, my like quote unquote double monitor, it's not really a double monitor. I use a Samsung tablet to watch my stream. Yeah. And so when I'm watching chat, I'm like watching as if it's like I'm a viewer. That's how I do it. So yeah, my Wi-Fi is working out, but I can see the chat on my OBS. Yeah, I think someone is watching a movie downstairs. Very rude. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. I can see it now. Oh no, it's too thick to see. I think I should sand here because it's thick. Maybe I use the I really use the 800, so. I think this works because I couldn't get wires in there. Ooh. I think the 800 would be fine. You're supposed to do like a nice sweep. I think I have to use 1,000. I have another sandpaper here. I think I have to go a little bit thick. Okay, I think I shaped that down okay. I'll try to see what happens. I'm gonna obscure too much. I'll go for now. I'm lost at what my teacher's talking about. See ya. Okay, I just saw that, so thank you so much for coming. Sorry about the whole Wi-Fi thing. I guess it was like the worst time to stream because Wi-Fi is acting weird, but I hope I'll see you again next stream. I think I might do something different. Maybe I'll finish this Gundam by this stream, so see you. Thank you so much, Toasty Pineapples. I hope you're gonna do okay. Yeah, see ya. Enjoy class. Okay, so I'm done that. Sorry, I'm trying to do like the C part before it tells me to attach the part here. Little tiny bit confusing on the. Let's do this in order. So C2, I got the C2 one out. So I'm gonna get this out. Image it. One, 6. That's not. This. So, oh, then it wants, okay, so it's doing that because it wants me to do it twice. This here, you're gonna do this twice. So that's why this is all in brackets. So it's like, the corresponding one to this is C11. 6 or C11 and C16. Yep. See, look at that. Smart. So C2. Okay, I already did C. C1. One. Also advice for people who want to do streaming and they don't know where to start. I always think when I'm doing like talking and stuff, I sometimes think it's like, how do I do this? How do I just like keep talking? Honestly, I think you just have to be like an insane person. You just have to like talk to yourself, like you have to pretend it's like if you think about it, it's like you have to pretend that there's people in the room trying to talk to them. Especially when you're starting to stream, you have like 0 viewers. And that you're sane. Oh, that was kind of clean. That's nice. I'm trying to reconnect to chat as well, so use the just. Yeah. I see you, Arc Fiend. Thank you for chatting, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I think that was the hardest part when starting streaming, is just trying to speak out of the just trying to make topics without just like sitting there and being quiet. I hate it when it falls this way. It's like oh, right there it is. So this is why probably this is nice to get like those good like Gundam pliers, because these are like, they're fine. But when it comes to like wanting to make sure you're having a clean cut, I don't think it's the best. But for someone who doesn't really care about that, I think they're okay. I can try to polish this down. I'll try to use like to pull out all the rest of a new one. Like again, a medium grit. I just kind of want to see how like what I can do with like I don't think I will. I don't think it kind of matters, but yeah, okay. Okay, so we're gonna get a 20. I'm really excited to why don't you send the why don't you stand with the block down so it doesn't. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe because if I put my piece in the hand and then sand it, I kind of know where I'm going, kind of. But it's just a little tiny piece, so it's okay. I'm actually really excited to get to these. The little scythe, so cool. I'll try that next time on a bigger piece. I'll try that. We need a 20. This is first. Sometimes what's plant to you? A little piece right here. Yeah, kind of what sucks with me with like Gundam stuff is that or I can just pull this off. I don't want to risk it. Yeah, again, I just don't get it all the time. Sometimes I can complete a set, you know, pretty quickly, so it's like all that patience and waiting to get a Gundam, and then like a couple days it's done. Sorry, I have dog hair everywhere. Also, this is like crust that I can't get out from the washer, so this is not like me being gross. I don't know, it just like happened. I opened it from the washer and it just like stuff was on it. Okay. Whatever, it's an indoor thing. The cool translucent bits. It happens, so yeah. Yeah, sorry if I don't keep up with chat. My little chat viewer thing is not working. It's not connecting, so I'm trying to fix it, but I'll try to keep a focus on like OBS here. I'm literally looking at chat through the chat on my like display that you see right now on stream. Okay, so we got the big piece here. What? That previous piece that we did right here. Turn it this way. Cool. Hopefully I'm doing everything right. This. That. I'm kind of curious where this is gonna like build up to. I mean, I'm not a robotics major, so not sure what's gonna. And then this piece. This part that sticks out. You're seeing. Oh. What an interesting little. Oh, this is the very I'm trying to read off of it. Oh, I have this shirt that a single drop of red paint that doesn't come out. Yeah. I have a lot of shirts like that where like being like an art student and stuff, like the paint won't come out. Yeah, hopefully you're gonna kind of see what's. And I guess you have to do this twice. Let me check to see if there's a 120. A21. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to like jump the gun. No, being a little bit too calm. Oh, here they are. Here's the other pieces. Here's 20 and 21. Here's 20. I understand. Sometimes you can just like pull it off if the gates are weak enough. Wow. Again, I'm not too much into robotics, but this is very interesting. It should snap like this. Very satisfying. Look at that. What is this? Is this the foot? This looks like the foot. Here's the foot. Kind of looks like that. No. This is the shoulder. Never mind. I'm stupid. This is the shoulder plate. But that looks so cool. And I guess I just have to do this twice. So let me just get the other part out here. Oh, I have to make that little E1 and PC3. What's that E? 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are so good at Gundam, like they just know exactly how, what and where which piece goes into. They don't even need instructions. Like I mentioned before, they would just like cut out everything from its from like the sheet, and then they just build from there. It's kind of insane. And then we need. Sometimes, yeah, these soft ones. They're secretly robots building themselves, yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, people who do Gundams, like, a lot of them just been doing it for like, years. Years, like, you know, when Gundams, like, started. And now they're all, like, dads and stuff. Because if you look at, like, Gundam, like, competitions, they have to have a really good understanding of, like... Sorry, they have to have a really good understanding. I should probably put the gain up since I'm slouching. Hold on. They probably have, like, a really good understanding. Okay, just checking the levels. I'm, like, repeating the same thing over. Really good understanding of what each piece does, and they just have a knack for that, you know, because the robots they build, it's custom, so they have to know kind of what each piece does. So yeah, you know, I haven't even talked about my day, which it wasn't really nothing much really happened. It's kind of, sometimes when it comes to like stream days, it's like sometimes all I think about is like, oh, I have to stream, and I don't really like do anything in that day. I think that's kind of like an ADHD thing, but I don't have ADHD, so I guess maybe I genuinely like didn't have anything to do that day. So I should probably store some of these sandpapers because it's like putting up like so much I have issues with work days. It's all I could think of. Yeah. It's kind of, I guess, kind of like dangerous, I guess. You just kind of like think about the one thing all day. That usually happens to me when I'm like doing drawings and stuff. It's like just all day I'll just be thinking about it. I don't even think about food sometimes, you know. I'm just gonna leave this on the side. Just making sure my sandpaper's all good. I think it's time to pull out the yellow bits. But I was just thinking today, when I came back from the anime convention, which, by the way, when the people asked like if I was going to be staff for next year, I think I'm really actually considering to do it. It's actually have been an issue where I lose my appetite before work. Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy. Because for me, like, for food and stuff, I feel like food, I need to, like, sit down and, like, actually, like, appreciate the food and have, like, a calming time with food. When I'm having foods on, like, my breaks when I used to have a job, it was, like, hard to eat sometimes. I woke up several times, then went to work without eating, and didn't eat until 2 hours after I finished my shift. Yeah, there was one time where I didn't even take a break at all on an entire shift. Like, I think it was mostly because I was like busy that whole shift. But when you're like working, you don't even think about eating. And then like even like my managers and stuff asked like, did you like eat at all? And I'm like, no. Sorry, I'm gonna put the gain down a little. Yeah, I hope hopefully. Because when I'm slouching, like, I'm not near my microphone. But then all of a sudden when I sit up, it's always something like really loud. So I'm just trying to adjust it for that. I hope the clipping is not too much. So we're gonna do this again. I kind of remember how it went. So this way. Oh yeah, when I was at the anime convention, like I saw so many cool cosplays. It's like, oh, I'd love to just like work on a cosplay for like a year. Full of armor, you know. Just like work, work, work. It was all really cool. I think I saw someone do like a Warhammer cosplay, and it was like this very like intricate cosplay of one of the Warhammer pieces or whatever. I don't know, I don't play Warhammer. But it looked like that. It had that vibe. It was very intricate armor. This piece. One, please. Thank you. I was even thinking, I was like, what do I even want to like cosplay? And I had this idea of doing like a Gundam cosplay, but it's like a humanized version, but it's like cool. And I love like the look of Deathscythe, so I'd love to do like a Deathscythe cosplay. I think that'd be really cool. Because I love doing like crafty stuff. Cosplay is like one of my favorite things to do. I just love being crafty and stuff, and like things like sewing and stuff, so. Okay, so we got these 2 pieces done. Yeah, that would be sick, yeah. I have to design it though. I love making my own things. And let me put the sticker away. I'm also meeting my friend tomorrow for like a small coffee thing, so that'll be really fun. Because I remember the stickers that I mentioned? These things? And I was gonna give like one of them to my friend, so tomorrow I'm gonna give it to her. Also the other sticker, if you notice. So these stickers I'm giving to my friend. And then I have these 2 left here. The other one, I actually have it on the back of my phone. I have a clear phone case, and I just put it at the back. I didn't even like stick it on. I just kind of like put it there, and so it's there. I can't like show it to you because I'm using my phone to record. Yeah. So we got the 2 shoulder blades out. So what is next, my good sir? A7. Recently, so I'm trying to squint. I think you have a typo here. I don't know if I'm like reading it wrong. But reasonably so something making your own stuff. Is it very me that I'm making my own stuff? Is that the thing you're saying? Yeah, everything I do when it comes to me, I make my own stuff. VTuber, branding, art, designing. I do all my things. Even making this little robot. I like to make it myself. I do not want it pre-made. I think it's nice to make your own things, yeah. I just like the, I just like making things, you know? I think that's the thing of being the artist. What is the number again? Being distracted again. 7. So for reference, or I like knowing how things work. Yeah, me too. Like I would like, I remember when I did one cosplay, I learned how to like sew just so I can make it, because it was all like my own custom design. And I loved sewing because I like hand sewed it. I didn't even want to use a machine. I like the feeling of hand sewing over like using like a machine, because the machine is pretty complicated. I don't know if you used like an actual sewing machine before, but yeah, it's It's a little complicated. I'm trying to get this piece out. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I need to shave anything down. Put it on top of this, like that. Nice. Top of that. If you will participate, please. Participate. Come on. Don't do the thing like you did last stream. Go in. Go in. Come on. Come on. Go in. There we go. Ooh, I got a little nervous there. And so now it's demonstrating here that this little cup part can swivel. So let's see if they are correct. Yes, it indeed swivels. Perfect. Now it wants me to take D. E. Do not giggle. Shut up. Don't giggle. Taking D. I've done graphic design and printing, and I have worked with a mix of different machinery for clothing. Yeah, something just satisfying about like kind of just working and making something for yourself, and like I feel like it kind of gives you like a reason to like get up and do things, whether it's like work or like it's even more satisfying when it's a hobby because like you're just like enjoying it more and you're just like in a way also like learning and teaching yourself things. Yeah. I can already see this is the scythe stick here. But it wants me to take 6d6. Oh, these little teeny tiny pieces right here. Six. Where did the other piece fall to? Did it drop somewhere? Oh my god, I'm stressing out. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Let me look for that piece. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ain't no way. Ah! I think you need to give me two. Oh my goodness, it's such a tiny piece too. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, hi. I think it's gone. It's just gone. I can't find it anywhere. It's such a tiny piece. I can't find it anywhere. I think we're just gonna have to like continue without that piece. I thought I was being careful. Well, it seems like a design piece and not. Yeah, thank you for welcoming. I'm already bitter. I'm bitter coming back, but I'm so mad at myself. Ugh. I lost this little tiny piece. No. I thought this was gonna be a good stream. This is actually giving me like PTSD. Cause yeah, it's just a little design piece. It's Cause like I mentioned before, I regularly wear earphones or earplugs. And I always like pull out the earbud part. I could just like make sure like the back is not. I gotta be extra careful. I was like trying to clean out my earplugs. Hold on. Well. And I pulled out the earbud and it like fell. I'm sure you'll find it later, yeah. I pulled it out and then like I felt it like bounce. Oh my god. Arkfin, do you have magic? I found it! Ah! I found it! Oh my goodness. I'm like the best Gundam builder on this planet. God. Listen. Anyway, about my earbud. And it just dropped. And I'm like, oh, it fell on the ground. I'll just like look for it. And it was like nowhere to be found. So I lost my earbud like 2 days ago. And the thing is, like, it was the size that was like right. So I had to ask my sister, it's like, oh, do you have extras? Because she uses the same earplugs. And she's like, yeah, I have extras. But like, yeah. And it sucked because I had to use like the small size, not the extra small size. So it was hurting in my ears. But when I lost that tiny piece, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be that thing again where I won't be able to find it. But hey, God's plan. This is God's plan right here. Anyway, I gotta be extra careful now. Where are my players now? Oh, it's right beside me. I'm pretty sure, like, if I can, like, yank these off if I pull it out from the gate. Perfect. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Yeah, when my cousin was, like, doing these for the first time, she was just, like, yanking them out, pulling them out from the gate, not using pliers. Nice. And I'm curious, I'll try to see if I can do some like panel lining on here. If there's any areas, especially like the dark areas, I could do panel lining on. This seems pretty smooth, so there's probably no areas. Oh, I could do it right here. Let's do some panel lining. So after these shoulder pads is the arms. Again, this is like such a thick pen, so it's hard to do like accurate panel lining. I just missed that. Ooh, silver. Love it. That's very pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Love that. Maybe this middle part can use some... I have shaky hands though. Look at that, that's so pretty. I don't know if you can see that, the camera can pick that up. Silvery. Pretty. I can indeed, yeah. It's blinding. Maybe if I just do it delicately enough, but I have shaky hands. But I don't have to wipe it. Ooh! Hold on. She's a professional! Look at her! Perfect. Stunting. Beautiful. People, like, they make their own panels. They, like, actually, like, etch in with, like, a, kind of like a, I forgot what it's called. Not a box cutter, but, like, those knives where it's, like, sharp like a box cutter, but it's, like, small. Like, an X-Acto knife. An X-Acto knife. That's what they use. They just, like, etch in their own panels. Make their own panels. Those are the people who do custom. So, I think the shoulder... little shoulder blades... finished. It looks something like that. Very nice. I love small details like, yeah, that, like, yeah. I've had these panel liners like sitting around for so long because I wasn't confident in doing this. This is just like a basic black one. But I was like, I gotta try someday. And I thought this would be the perfect model to do it because I love that blue and silvery stuff going on. So we're gonna move on to the arms. We're gonna get B. Also, sorry for this, like, boring-ass music. I usually play, like, my own music. But, I don't know. Sometimes it's, a little frustrating when you play your own music and you have to turn the VOD off. The music VOD off. And it's, like, an awkward VOD. So this is, like, non-copyright, so something that I can play in the back. But I think when I go back into doing my, like, digital art streams, I'll put, like, my real music back on. Because, like, I'm not, like, a lo-fi hip-hop listener. Like, I don't regularly listen to this, you know, on the regular. So B18 first. Eight. Yeah, and I love panel lining because it can make something like a high-grade model look a little bit extra, like, better, you know, looks more like you took more time on it and it's like it has more detail to it. Yeah. Biscuit. Yeah, sure, why not? Especially with this, like, sanding stuff, when you're sanding down the nibs. Like, if you're, like, a real professional, you would get yourself, like, an ultrasonic, cleaner to help clean out the nib dust. But I'm not like that. Okay, so we got B8 out. Then we need, B15. Okay, perfect. Perfect. B19. And that's the last piece for that. Okay, B19. One thing, the volunteering stuff, I think I already mentioned this, but it helped me, like, wake up early. Because I forced myself to wake up early. And, now I just wake up early on the regular, which I actually kind of love. I do love waking up early in the morning. You get to like do everything before like the afternoon even starts. Like it was so weird because like I'm someone who wakes up pretty late, so like when I'm done everything, it's like almost like 1 p.m. But when I wake up early, it's like okay, I did everything, and I check the time, and it's like, how is it only like 10 a.m.? So it wants me to take this, position it like this. Sorry, I have dog hair everywhere, excuse me. And then this, that. And then do that. And this should be able to move. This is like the skeleton here. Oh, look at that. Tell your robotics friends the coolness of this. Like, come on. They'll be psyched looking at this. I'm pretty sure you get... Ooh. I did not press that in farther enough. There we go. Or maybe because I kept like shifting around like this, it was loosening itself. But like if you get like the master grades, I'm not built to wake up in the morning unless I'm going out for breakfast or something with my father. Oh yeah. Because like for the volunteering work, right? It's like it was a motivation to make sure that I wake up early to get everything done before I even like go. Eating, coffee, errands, stuff like that. But if you get like the master grade of these, like the freaking exoskeletons that you build like with those, not master grades, perfect grades. Those are like insane. Like that is some product managing, if you get my drift. Like how do you even product manage that? It's insane. So we got the little arm bit, and now we're gonna get A5. I hope this is the right piece. Doesn't look like it. A5. Oh, okay, yeah. I was just confused. They have endoskeletons? Yeah, there's some like Gundams where it's like you build the skeleton in it before you put like the plates on to make like the robot. You know what I'm saying? Because these, it's like it's supposed to be an illusion of like there's something kind of going on inside here. But when you get like the perfect grade Gundams, like the big ones, you build the skeleton first, and then it's kind of like a real robot. Then you put the plates on top of it. That's how like a robot would probably be made. Like you make the skeleton and then you put the plates on top. Very cool. Again, watch the video with Adam Savage. Oh, whoa, that clipped like crazy. I'm sorry. Watch the video with Adam Savage where he built like one of the Gundams, like the perfect grade Gundams, and just kind of see him building that. It's very cool to see because he's obviously like, you know, the Mythbuster guy, very into science, very into robotics, all things fun like that. And you get to see him build the skeleton and then build it on top. Very cool to see. And he just kind of like is a nerd about it too, so it's like nice to see that. Way to do this like that, like this. Like this. Okay. The thing was saying, like, in the instructions, like, this should, like, make a snap sound. And I'm like, it's not making a snap sound. Okay, there we go. Still movable. Still good. Do some Sanding. Let's use our new one here. That's the thing with sanding these, it's kind of fogs them up a little bit. That's okay. I tried. It's all good. Then we're gonna get A3. A3. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna take that arm that we just did. Put it in here like this. But that convention kind of made me think it's like, damn, I should really get into what, oh, it's the other way around. Watching more anime and stuff, because I feel like so like far behind. Oh, I'm supposed to go all the way down? Hold on. What? There we go. I'm supposed to do this. Like, the picture does not look like that. I was saying, oh yeah, to watch more anime, and I've been trying to look for, like, comedy anime, and I heard that, like, what's it called? Love is War Kaguya-sama was really good, but like the dub was really funny. So I'm like, I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to watch the dub. And then I think another anime that was really funny was Hinamatsuri. I think that's what it's called. But I watched this video of this guy talking about comedy anime and how he's like, it seems like every comedy anime, oh, snaps right in. Every comedy anime that I watch is like never funny because look how it bends that far. Look at that bend. For some reason it's just like not funny to him. I guess like Japan has its like own way of doing comedy. Let's do A1. But those shows, he was like, these shows were funny. So I'd love to check that out. I'm just curious, what's the theme for your stream for? Just building Gundam. Just building stuff, talking to people. Yeah, just having like a just chatting thing, but like building a Gundam at the same time. Here's what it kind of looks like right now. I'm just kind of working on the arm here. Sorry. Check the chat here. I have not watched many comedy specific anime. Maybe just a few like Fulikuli, which I love, and like Watamote, which is very awkward shut-in humor. Oh, I never heard of that one, but I've definitely heard of Fulikuli, but I haven't watched that one. But for Raving Bun Bun, for my stream theme, I mean like my VTuber theme, I'm like a bat person and also a wolf person at the same time. Oh, I saw your model and I just like was wondering what the theme was. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm just like a bat person, but I'm also a wolf person. It's kind of supposed to be like a meta commentary on kind of like my life growing up in general, where you're kind of one person, but you're also another. So like, I'm Indian, but I grew up in Canada. So, my motto is kind of like, I'm a bat, but I grew up in a wolf den kind of thing. So it's like trying to have those two connections of being a bat person and like a wolf person. Kind of cringy for some people. It's like a little bit too personal, but that's kind of how I made my design. I also was, part of it was just like trying to choose what animal I wanted. And I was like, I don't really want to choose. I just kind of want to do what I want. And if I want to be two animals at the same time, so be it. But the whole like theme of like the being, you know, part of two cultures kind of came first. And so I kind of designed it around that and just chose two animals. Very interesting, not gonna lie. Yeah, thank you very much. It took me a very long time to kind of figure out how I wanted to design my character, what I wanted it to look like. A lot of it did come from like fashion houses, and I really loved kind of like how they did their clothes and trying to do like a mishmash of that. But it took about like a year to kind of like figure it out. So I'm very glad you like it. Thank you so much, Raving Bun Bun. I hope you have a good day or night. If you want to stick around the stream, thank you so much. If you need to leave, no hard feelings or whatever. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus. I forgot what number I was supposed to be on. A1, yes, of course. But are you like a VTuber as well? Do you watch VTubers as well? Are you just here for like the Gundam stuff? What time of day it is? So it was eye-catching, so it came in. Oh, so like I'm gonna ask again, like, are you into VTubers? Or are you just like just saw the model as like a regular streamer and just like decided to come in? Because I'm kind of curious. I've had a lot of people come in who were not into VTubers, but like came into my stream because they liked my model. So I'm just kind of curious. Also, like, my chat's a little broken, so if I miss your chat, sorry. I'm trying to keep up as much as I can. But yeah, I'm very inspired by a lot of fashion houses, and so yeah, I try to make it as interesting. I always love referencing real life clothing when I'm designing things. So yeah. Yeah, the model calls out to people. Yeah, I think it's because like they don't really see it a lot. Like they don't really see these type of things, which I don't want to float my boat too much, but I mean it is a common thing with people that come into my streams. So just like I'm not into VTubers, but I like your model. So also the glasses is like I wear glasses in real life, so it does feel like a very like personal thing to me. Which is I feel like is not very common in the VTuber sphere. Hold on, I'm trying to... Where does this go? Okay, like this. Very weird. Oh, it wants me to shove it in like this? Inside? Like that? Then it should like go in. Good. I don't care if they're VTubers or flesh tubers. Oh, okay. Yeah, just kind of curious. I was just in the zone of my actual fashion taste, and it was just in the zone of my actual fashion taste. Yeah. I know you're like a metalhead or something, so like you just kind of saw that and you're like, oh, that's something I'm into. Also, Arfine, I know you're not really into VTubers, but when they say flesh tubers, it means like just real life streamers. That's what a flesh tuber is, if you're curious. It's telling me to shove it and then it goes in, but like... And... Focusing really hard right now. Focusing really hard. Sorry, my mouth is not at my microphone. I don't know if you can see there. This is what it's trying to tell me to do. Like, all you have to do is just shove the piece in at an angle and it'll go in. Unless I'm doing it the wrong way. Oh, let me check. Let me check to see if I'm doing it right. Checking. Yeah, I'm doing it right. I am a little dyslexic, by the way, so Um, yeah, I get that. I like saying flesh shoes, and yes, I like Gundam, but I'm always scared of getting one because I have siblings. Oh, and they just want to touch your shit all the time. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm old enough where they don't really care. So I just kind of keep to myself. But, yeah, they're probably gonna just think it's like a toy and they're just gonna, like, run around with it. Or I don't know how old your siblings are, but sounds like they're a hoot. Yes. Yeah. Hey, I'm shoving it in like you want to, Japan. Come on. Some slack. Or you could have just designed this better. Ooh. Don't tell them I said that. God, it feels like when I first started this Gundam stream, it was like the exact same thing. I was so frustrated on this torso. And yes, like, one is like 15 years old and still likes to touch my Legos. Oh, yeah. Man. Are you also like a Lego builder too? I know a lot of people are so into Legos nowadays. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I obviously prefer Gundam over Lego. I kind of find those a little bit interesting, but yeah, I know some people who are trying to get into Legos and stuff. My poor baby dragons, man. Oh, you do like little dragon Lego things? That's really cool. Never mind, maybe I should start getting into Lego now. On. Yeah, this piece is so small, I don't want to break it. But I like it. Gundams tend to be pretty accessible. Like if you get like the entry grade one, it depends on where you live. Um, they can be like $8 or something like that. Luckily where I live, it's like where I live is like the biggest. I had these Legos since I was 9. Oh, so you're on that trend before anyone else was. Ah, I see. You're a trendsetter. That's really cool. Yeah, sorry if I'm not reading chat right. I'm just trying to read off my OBS and it's not. Oh my god. I have 5 dragons from Ninjago? Oh my goodness. I remember when that show was coming out. What I was saying? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, so yeah, there's like an entry grade Gundam that you can get to like kind of get you into the whole Gundam thing. Goodness. Just shove it in, it'll fit. Shut up. You know what? I think I have to pull this piece out. That's what it's probably asking me to do. Time for the box cutter. There's an entry? Yeah, it's literally called entry grade. There's usually different grades, so like there's high grade, master grade, real grade, perfect grade, and there's literally one Gundam called entry grade. Oh, you guys talking about Ninjago without me? Ugh. Sorry, I wasn't really into it. But yeah, I think if you're like from America, like I mentioned before, you can find Gundams in Barnes and Noble, I believe, so you can just kind of see what the price ranges is like. Sorry if this looks dangerous, I hope Twitch doesn't ban me, but I need to pull this piece out. Because it wasn't clear on which one I had to start with, but I think I have to pull this one out. Yeah, you guys talk about Ninjago while I struggle here. Maybe I just did this. I don't want to like, break anything. Oh my goodness. Ah. Sorry, I'm just checking. Do they have full metal ones? Like, are you guys talking about Ninjago again or Gundams? Because I don't think they have full metal Gundams. Gundams is that? Yeah, sorry. I'm just like so like crying over this piece that I snapped in that I don't think I can pull out. But yeah, I don't think they have like full metal ones. That's like you probably have to get that custom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do a custom one where you can like get this and just color the entire thing like chrome, if that's what your jive is. Yeah, complete custom one. Come on. Oh, good thing I didn't paint my nails today. Gotta be a way I can split this. I've done it so many times. And if you're probably thinking, it's like, oh my god, you're destroying the freaking paint on it, off it. I don't really care. This is the stream where I'm gonna start bleeding. Oh, there we go. Come on. Pop off. There we go. You've embarrassed me on my stream. There we go. Look at that. I take shame in this because I used to like rip Legos apart, but I don't do it. Like you used to do that thing where it's like you have that one piece of Lego and you have like the thin piece of Lego and you put it together and like it can never pull out. Are you telling me you used to pull those stuff out, those Legos out? I have to be delicate. These noises sound dangerous. It's okay. The destruction I'm doing here, it's just adding to the design. What? It's almost prying off. Why should we just pry this entire thing off for this entire stream and not do any other building? Yeah, with my teeth, oh my god. I would just try to destroy my nails trying to get rid of, like, Legos. Like the Lego stack, I would just try to use my nails. Or I just, like, give up. But I wasn't, like, a Lego girly growing up, you know? They were just kind of there, and I just tried to, like, work with them. Yeah, it's like prying off, but not prying off at the same time. Aha! So I'm really focusing. Yeah, sorry, I feel like I have to say I'm focusing. It's like I'm trying to pay attention to chat, but I'm also trying to do this at the same time. I am focusing. I'm focusing. There we go. Yeah. I wasn't looking at the instructions clearly enough. And then it went in like this way? Yeah. There we go. It's dusty crusty, but hey, when I do my other Gundam, it's gonna look prettier than usual. And now we have to do it another time. We gotta do it twice. Okay. E1. Was that entertaining or me struggling and crying silently? Is it usually Gundam for my streams? Yeah, it was. I'm not kind of understanding what you're saying here. I think it's the only second one. Okay. Now what? I'm not understanding what the chat is saying right now. I'm honestly kind of confused. I'm sorry. Like I said, my chat is kind of broken, so I'm trying to like refresh it as much as I can. We're gonna go to E. Oh yeah, this is my only second Gundam streaming. I've only been building this one so far. Streams have so far been a very nice variety. Yeah, if you stream Gundams or things, yeah, if you actually check out my YouTube channel because I don't have Nitro, I actually can't like upload my VODs here. But I put everything up on YouTube. And I've been streaming for about 3 months now, but I just had the bright decision to put everything on YouTube. So if you wanna check that out and see what I've kind of been doing, kind of what my other streams been looking like, you definitely check that out. I have like VODs on YouTube on my banner too. If you check my Twitch channel, I just have like, a little reminder there. Oh my god, Raving Bun Bun, thank you so much for following. I hope you're having a great time on the stream. Yeah, it's just struggling watching me do this. But yeah, I try to do a lot of variety. I mostly do like art streams, like digital art streams. That's kind of where I originated. But I hope you have a really good day, and I hope you have a lot of fun on the streams. Yeah. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Even though my streams like crash and they're like broken like 24/7. That was interested in building stuff. Yes, building stuff is really great when you just kind of want to quote unquote relax. I mean, like if you're doing like an easy Gundam and you're just whatever, it's really nice to just kind of do this you know, and just like relax and have a good time, listen to a podcast, build some robots. It's really fun. E5, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, this messed up number that didn't print out well is number 5. 5. But if you're curious, this is a high-grade Gundam. I got this kind of like on sale, I think, for like $25. Or if you're kind of curious what like the price ranges are. I think the most expensive Gundam I've seen was like $300. And it's like a huge thing with LEDs in it and stuff like that. Your clothes remind me of the E-boys. Yeah, I mean like the leather, the chains. Very TikTok boy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess that's a compliment. And they have good fashion taste, I believe. This way? Yeah, this way. Not saying it should snap. Go in like that. Okay. And now we're just gonna take the shoulder stuff. Go all the way. That all the way in. There we go. Those are copy and paste I think I missed a chat from Bun Bun. No, I didn't. They are copy and paste though, like the CDG boys. Oh, you don't think I'm copy and paste? That's so nice. Yeah, I try to be a little original with my design. If you see my Instagram or like whether Twitter or Instagram, I think you'll see it most likely in my Instagram. You can actually see my entire like full design on my Instagram or Twitter. I would recommend Instagram because I don't upload that much, so you can find it easier. But if you're interested in like my actual whole huge design, like the entire thing, not just like the upper half, definitely check that out if you like. For me, it's both. It's usually good or bad. I don't like it since all I see are e-boys in the chat. Yeah, it's definitely like a overdone kind of style, I guess. But I do, in general, I do really like the leather chrome look in general. So yeah, I'm different, you know. So I got the arm done. So it's time to choose a hand, actually. So looking for a piece. Nope. Nope. Here it is. Yeah, I have before I have before for reference. I saw the previous versions too. I deleted my Twitter, too many only fangirls. That's because it's trended hard. At least it's better than the stripped long sleeve under collar shirt with the locket necks. Yeah, that one right there, the freaking striped long sleeve under collared shirts with locket necklace. Yeah, that's a little overplayed. But like, yeah, if you want to see my entire outfit other than the top half, definitely check my Instagram if that's your fancy. But here's some of the hands. So it says here to kind of just pretty much choose a hand. I think I'm just gonna go for the fist for now. Yeah, so this is the left hand, so I should choose the thumb that goes inwards. So I think it's, oh no, that's not the fist. Actually, I'll just go with like the relaxed hand. So if I like positioned it like this, yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, did I tell you that I'm a little dyslexic too? Yeah, like my reading stream, I did a reading stream once. Oops. And the whole like idea was that I'm dyslexic, so I was reading a book even though I can't really read. But I love reading though. I used to read all the time. I think it's like something like reading out loud is too much for me. But just like reading a book is very I'm like really fast when it comes to reading books. Okay, so here's like a little arm. And then you can work on the other arm, the left arm. And I'll just attach it right now. My fellow dyslexian, yes. I have a thing in my brain, a little tiny growth in my brain, nothing too serious, that where it's positioned, it kind of affects my speech a little. So yeah, that's why. Look at this. Look at that. I'm gonna see if this arm has any panel lining. Yes, it does. Let's do some panel lining. shake this up a little. I've shaken this up so many times that I have to really make sure to be careful. So let's do some panel lighting. I'm just... I'm using some silver chrome metallic. There are some clear like edges that they etched in here that I'm just coloring. Trying to be a little careful though. A little shaky. Because usually like I can do it messily and I can wipe it with my thumb, but sometimes it can leave a residue, so I'm trying to be a little careful. Oh, I kind of messed up there. Ooh, I kind of messed up there. Ooh, I'm kind of messing up right here. What else does it do? It's just like a marker. So I guess you can just put whatever you want really, but people use it to just kind of enhance the panel lining here so it looks a little bit more detailed. Like that. Nice. Checking to see if there's any areas. I think I'll just do that for now. Yeah, usually with the high grades, they don't have a lot of panel lining to work with. Oh, what does it do? Yeah, it's just a marker for panel lining. Sorry. Dyslexia, gang. I have like a regular black one. So this is good for if you have just like a white area. You put like your black in there, make it look kind of more weathered, makes them more, like pop out a little bit more. That looks pretty cool. Some like professional like people, they like etch in their own panels sometimes so that they can do that. Maybe I'll do some panel lining here. Like over here. Oh, I'm too quiet. Hold on. Let me put myself louder. Okay, perfect. I am slouching a little bit, so I'm just gonna put the mic louder. I see some panel lining here. Just like wipe it away with your thumb. I've tried to use like a Q-tip, but I don't, it kind of like wipes off too much. So just using your finger is just fine. This one's all messed up, so I'm probably not going to focus there. But I don't really do a lot of panel lining, so I'm just kind of like learning how to do it. Okay, sure, that works, I guess. I kind of, like, when I got that silver marker thing, I got it, like, with the Gundam that I bought, so, like, they gave it to me, so. And we're just gonna work on the left arm, I guess. So we're gonna go back to C. This is C. What is this? This is B, okay. This is C, okay. Let's not mess it up this time. I like the sound that the marker does when it, like, spray can noise. Yeah, like this. Yeah, very satisfying. I'd imagine the paint in here is, like, very, like, concentrated, so it needs the shaker in there to, like, help. This doesn't do shaking. This is just a marker. So this time let's not mess it up. So we're gonna do 4, asking for C14. I'm just gonna check to make sure, okay. C14, okay. Check to make sure I'm getting the right one here. But there is like some great like tutorials to help you kind of get into Gundam. I think there was this Gundam called, oops, this Gundam video called like a 101 Gundam thing, by this guy named I think his name is Not Your Gundam or something like that. I don't know. I like to take the marble out every time I use the cans. Do you like collect the marbles? Do you have like a drawer of like spray can marbles? Yeah, so there's a really good video for that. Like it's like a yes, oh my god, I was just trying to be cheeky or something. It's true. Do you plan to use them for something, or like it's just like a cute little hobby? And I'm thinking like how many times are you using spray cans that you can collect them? Unless I'm not picking up on your sarcasm, then we're both then we're both confused. Okay. It's a cute hobby, yeah. Any hobby's a good hobby. Just don't like murder people, I guess. That's not a good hobby. C2 or C12. Like, I'd rather you be collecting spray can marbles than like murdering people. I like to use it on I like to use it on trains that have been abandoned. Oh yeah, that's a very common place to do spray painting and stuff. Yeah, I'm from a place where there's a lot of graffiti artists around, so very used to it. That's really cool. I've never actually met someone who actively does graffiti. That's actually really cool. I know there's some people who work like do like graffitis for companies, but I imagine you just kind of do stuff like on your own, right? You just go out on your own? Or am I getting that wrong? And then I think the next one will be 3. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. I guess we're all punks here. We have a metalhead, we got a punk here, just doing graffiti and stuff. Same, there's one around my highway which has like a long train covered in graffiti. On my own? Wow. Well, I'd imagine you're really safe, so yeah, just be safe. So I cut out all the pieces. Okay, there it is. I was choking. I was hoping I wasn't like losing all those pieces. Way. I like to take pictures of the art too, because some artists outdo themselves. Oh yeah, do you have a platform? Yeah, I don't mind like I don't mind if you can post like your website or Instagram or whatever if you want to. I'm okay with that. You should definitely follow. Okay, we got that little piece done. Okay, so let's not mistake. I don't have a lot of social media, sadly, not my type of thing. Ah, you're a free spirit. You don't have the chains of social media. You're just mostly like a Twitch viewer. You don't really engage in things like Twitter. I mean, that sounds like pretty cool because you're just kind of like watching people do stuff and not like engaging in like social media and stuff. I get that. Not even like YouTube or anything, just like not Instagram, not Twitter kind of thing. Yeah, so this time let's actually like do the tiny piece before we do the big piece. Uh, it's usually TikTok, Discord, and Twitch. YouTube's not for me. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't have a TikTok, so yeah, not really for me. TikTok's not really for me personally. Um, I use YouTube a lot. I like long form videos and stuff, and they also have YouTube Shorts on there. So if I want to if I want to watch short content, I'll just like watch it on there. But I get it, yeah. If you're not interested in like the Twitter, Instagram stuff, just like don't even like bother, honestly, because once you get into it, it is kind of hard to at least like for some people it is hard to like get out of it. Especially if you're like an artist and stuff, you kind of have to engage with things like Twitter and stuff to like get out there and stuff. I only use it for rain noises, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. I barely keep up my socials. I'm on YouTube right now. Actually, I use it to learn a lot of art and gaming. Yeah, YouTube's a great like learning tool and stuff. I feel like I'm like some of like the hold on, I need water. Some of the fewer people that like long form content and don't really like to engage in like TikTok and stuff like that. Occasionally I would watch shorts sometimes, but I like to listen to long form content. Just like on videos of like obscure shit that I don't care about. But if the video is 5 hours long, I will do all my chores watching that. Or like listening to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. I do like movie reviews because it helps me find new stuff to watch or different ways to interpret things I've already seen. Yeah, for sure. Like watching people critique stuff, yeah, can help kind of like help with like perspective and stuff like that. Yeah, you can learn a lot of things, like people talking about their experiences, and like it kind of gives you a sense of like what the world is like, listening to people talk about their experiences. A2. Gotta remind myself. Yeah, but there is a balance of like social media and just like balancing real life stuff. If you get too social media brained, it's a little bit of an issue. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to find that balance, you know. And I think I feel like, yeah, definitely like Twitch and stuff is like cool for you because it's like real people doing stuff in real life that you can engage with. Well, YouTube can still be kind of fabricated and stuff. RL MMO is hard, Lamau. Absolutely. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Is it seal and? Or just seal, for example? Hi, welcome to the chat. I think you're new here. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a good time on the stream. Curious if you're into Gundams, as that's how you probably found me, right? Silly, yeah, I'm new. Sorry, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. Silly, okay. I got it for sure. Thank you for coming for the chat. I hope you're like enjoying everything that's going on. I'm just I'm trying really hard to focus on building this arm, but I'm distracting myself with the conversation at hand. I gotta start doing this. I should probably start. Yeah, I should get the A6 actually. I was jumping the gun a little bit here. No worries, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think like these like Gundam streams and stuff, it's like a test on me and like how to focus on chatting and doing stuff at the same time. Which I mean, I technically still do that on stream. It's just like drawing streams and stuff, but I feel like that's a little easier to focus on compared to like a Gundam. Oh, I feel like I'm quiet. Sorry about that. I feel like I always have to adjust my levels because I'm either slouching or not slouching, and I just have to adjust accordingly. So I hope I'm not too loud. But yeah, we're just kind of talking about like I think we're just talking about social media and how some people don't use Twitter, don't use Instagram, just kind of do like TikTok and stuff. So yeah, I mean, and like, yeah, that's pretty much what we've been talking about. But yeah, hope you're having a good day or night. It's kind of late night for me here. I'm not really sure what day it is or what if it's night or day for you, but hope you're having a good time regardless. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah, A6. Now I have to read numbers. Oh my goodness. 6 right here. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes these do get stuck. Bam. There we go. So I should probably get this in first before I get that. When I get an angry comment on TikTok, I don't reply to it for like 4 months and I just respond with a question mark. Yeah. Sometimes I do that too when I like reply to things or like comment things. I don't bother to check on it. I just like do it and just I think it's just going out into the void and just ignore it. But yeah, I totally get that. Because it sounds like when you reply after 4 months you're like a new person and you just don't understand what they're talking about. It's like, that was a waste of my time. What is the instruction? Oh yeah, okay. This way. Yes. This way. And I think I just shove it in. This way. Going. Perfect. Should be looking like that. Okay, this time let's actually put in the tiny piece before I mess it up. In like this. This way, yeah. No, this way? No, this way, okay. There we go. And then we put in the other piece, which did I cut out? Of course I did not. I did not cut that piece out. Okay. A4. Alright, Brat, so I just mess with people. Yeah, especially when it's on the internet, it's like, who cares? I mean, obviously, depending on what you say, yeah, that's... Maybe think about that, but... if you're just messing with people, it's like, it doesn't feel like harm, you know? A4? Okay. Definitely a little different when people comment things where it's like, if you said that in real life, you will, you know, will get punched in the face, so... What was it? What was it? Was it Mike Tyson that said, like, the internet made people feel way too comfortable saying things, and they say it because they're not going to get punched in the face for it. I think that's what the quote, something like that. I think that's what the quote was. Here. I think it goes this way. Perfect. No, this way. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've seen some crazy takes on the internet. It's like, yeah. I've seen some people like call the police on people because of their what they say on the internet because they don't think they're going to get consequences for it. Which, I mean, I guess depending who you ask, whether that was okay or not. Okay, I think this is the right way. Yes. Trying to get this in. Come on. Okay. We gotta focus here. Gotta focus. And people get surprised when it does happen. Yeah, and you shouldn't be surprised. We have to normalize calling people's behavior out. You know. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. I should stop talking. I should probably put this plate in. I'm not encouraging physical altercations or whatever. But you heard what Mike Tyson said. Get in. Come on. Snap in. There we go. Gotta put a little force in there. There we go. Okay. It's so weird because it looks a bit cleaner than usual. Okay, this needs to be pushed in a bit more. There we go. Okay, yeah. I feel like this needs to be pushed in more, so... Yeah, I'm not going to force it too much. Okay, and I think I should get the E5 out. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just curious because this does look a little different, unless I'm tripping. I just feel like, yeah, it still feels like it needs to be pushed in more. I mean, it's moving properly. Okay, whatever. Oh, this is kind of loose. Oh, in there. There we go. And then it goes this way? Yeah. Let me just see. Okay. Well, I did my best, so Gundam has its own anime, yeah. It does. It has a lot of different anime. I'm not an expert at the anime. I heard there's so much Gundam anime. I've heard Gundam Wing was like really good. I think Arc Fiend was talking about it. There was some good Gundam anime that I should start with because I only do Gundam because I like building it. But I have to start watching the anime. I think it was like something like Mobile Suit Gundam or like yeah, Gundam Wing, one of those. Let's put the hand on before we attach. Anything else? And yeah, let's just do a relaxed hand right now. Several different ones. Gundam Wing is one of the most watched ones, but the 8th MS team is a nice standalone, yeah. I think you mentioned that last stream. Let's do this hand. Yeah, but I kind of have to get into it because I don't want to like be into Gundam and then all the boys are telling me I'm a fake fan, so... But like I mentioned before, it's like it's been kind of hard to get into anime lately. I think I've just kind of been exhausted with watching shows in general, so... Put this hand in. Put this in. Yeah, see how this is like lower? Or am I tripping? Kind of lower, it's like looks a little uneven. Hold on. Maybe I pushed this in way too much. That's the issue. Ah, it's okay. I think I pushed this in too much. Maybe I could fix that. I just pull it out a little bit. Oh, not like that. Okay, maybe like this. Yeah, I think it's stuck in there. Nothing I could do, I think. This way. Like that. Yeah, see, I always say like, oh, I want to get like the big Gundams, but I can't even handle this. What's the name of this Gundam? This is my favorite Gundam. This is Deathscythe. Let me see if I can pull out... got a little picture of him. Yeah, he looks kind of something like this. This is the clear version, so... you know, when you originally see it, it's not gonna... So it looks something like that. I just like scythes, so... That's what he looks like. He has a green scythe and everything, yeah. I think another famous Gundam would be like the Unicorn Gundam. Winged Gundam, so it's like literally a Gundam with like wings. And I'm not talking like mechanical wings, I'm talking like angel wings. I like the look of that, so... Badass name, yeah. It's very much like... a little boy's like name for a... Like a 5-year-old... What a 5-year-old would call us a Gundam, like what he would name it. It's like, I'm gonna call it a Deathscythe. I'm like, that's really cool. Yeah, so this is like, if you get like just the original high grade Deathscythe Gundam, it will just kind of look like this. Again, I just have like the limited clear one, so that's what it looks like. Where am I in my instructions? That's the body. Okay. Ooh, I'm yawning. So, this is what we got so far. Let's look at him. It's about... Usually the high-grade Gundams are usually about the size of my hand, so... Or like shorter even, shorter than my hand. We got the waist to go, we got the legs to go. But yeah, I mean, I think there's one thing I messed up. I pushed this way too far in. Yeah, maybe if I can push this in farther. No, I can't, yeah. Something about messing this up kind of messed with it. Let me do some panel lining here. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a variety streamer. I do everything. I do the ASMR, I do the Gundam building, I do the all chatting, I do the VTubing all in one stream, okay? Let's do some panel lining. Ooh, that's thick. Watch that. Or just try to lessen it a little bit. Ah, whatever. I'm new to panel lining, it's all good. I think this area is like I'm not supposed to panel line it, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. Cool. Sure, why not? Some excuse to use the pen. But you know what? I think I'm gonna call it... end of the stream. Let me just see if I can do like... move his shoulders up a little bit better. I cannot? Okay. Yeah, so we just kind of got, for this stream... I really do it all, yeah. But this entire stream, we're just kind of working on the arms, and it's been 2 hours, so you can imagine if you get your own Gundam, how long it might take for you to do it. I think we got the waist and the legs left, and we got like the accessories for like the scythe. And I would love to just keep doing this on stream and like build it with you guys and just like finish it up with you guys, because I think these streams are like fun, in a way where it's like I'm struggling, but also we're like building something together. Fancy blue Gundam in clear. Yeah, I love the blue clear look to it. Again, let me just show you the original. Yeah, I just love the colors of it. Something seems very like nostalgic looking. It's like the green with the blue. It seems very like Y2K. Yeah. Really love it. I love Deathscythe. Like I mentioned, I was even saying to Arcfiend, I was like, I kind of want to do like some cool cosplay of this, like a humanoid version of this, because I just like love it so much. Yeah, I mean, Deathscythe, and right beside it, like Wind Gundam. I love the wings on the Gundam. I think that looks really cool, but it's really late for me. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for coming to my stream. I hope everyone had a good time, even though it like crashed once and then like people left. I'm sorry about that. That usually happens on my streams. It just kind of like, it just happens. Wi-Fi kind of sucks. Yeah, you have a good night too. I'm gonna, oh my god, I still have to brush my teeth and like do my skincare and floss and everything. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I hope I'll see you next stream. I usually stream, I try to stream every other day. Unfortunately, I do not have a schedule, so if something happens, I will like tell you that I will have a break or whatever. But yeah, I probably will be doing another Gundam stream next time. I always wanted to do mecha art, but there's so much rigid detail in it. It doesn't really fit my style. Yeah. I mean, I like having the Gundams too, because if I ever wanted to do that, I have these for reference. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who's followed. I think this is the most people have followed me in one stream. There's something about this Gundam or whatever that I'm doing here. It's just like people really like it. So I hopefully will try to get more Gundam. Like, I'm sorry, they're not the cheapest thing in the world. And like just do more building. On the uprise, yeah. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun. Oh, his little thingy fell. I'm just having a lot of fun streaming, guys, and it's just like, sometimes I do like get excited when streaming day happens. And so yeah, I think I shouldn't linger too long. I think I should just say goodnight. So thank you for everyone coming. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Make sure to follow my socials if you want to see whatever else I'm doing, or if something happens and I tweet something or whatever. Same as always, Joe. Yeah, you're always here, Arcfiend. I see that. Yeah. Okay. Did I stop stream? Sorry, I have this thing where I have a hard time rating, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to cut the stream and you guys are gonna have to like find them. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I don't have a great like setup for my socials and stuff, so just like check my bio and stuff. Usually I have a good display for like my digital art streams, but too much lingering. Gotta go. I don't want to say goodbye, but I gotta say goodbye. Okay, bye guys. Thank you so much.